All right, guys. So welcome to this live session here with your host, 3D FX. So as we do it every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. Today is June 13th, Friday 13th. So have a great Friday the 13th here, guys. Hope you had a great week uh, closing out today. So first, we're going to look at, as always, our Forex Factory website here. Make sure it's open here. Perfect. So today we have as high impact news. We only have the them consent sentiment. That'll be at 10. Other than that, we had CPI for the euro in France, the WPI month for Germany, financial CPI for Germany too. So we had a lot of US euro news here too, and between 2 and 4. So we'll see exactly what's up with that. But we did have a big short movement here on the indices and even the Forex. So we'll look at it right now. So let's get on to it. I'm just going to make sure that everything is loaded up. Perfect. All right. So make sure that its screen is open. So hopefully you see my screen. If you don't see my screen, just put it in the chat here. But it should be working perfectly here. All right. So let's look at what happened here. So as I said, there was a lot of bearish movement here in the market. So we had a German 40 that was starting off here since Wednesday. So we went back. We had a big short going down. So I'm pretty sure that was it went down here at Asian. So same thing for US30. That's open here. So same thing happened here with US30. So we had a big sharp at Asian near the end of in the Asian session. Nasdaq did the same, and it's the 500 did too. So I don't know exactly what happened here, but we were looking to fill up that gap. That's exactly what I was waiting for. But damn, I didn't know it was going to go that far. So basically, we were in a range here from here to here for at least a week, and then started to sharply go down. So we went back to previous levels here. So it went to those lows here that was created here, way back here. That was last week. That's crazy. Let's look at gold. Gold is shooting up right now, being bullish here since Tuesday. So still here, the DXY, just retraced it today, last night. Let's get Asian. Yeah, Asian session here went up. Let's look at Euro USD. So should be going down. That's exactly what we have here. So we have a sell off. And here you have a sell off here on GU. Forex gas should be going up right now. Get the CAD. That's what we have. So as long as you look at the XY, there's multiple markets that you're able to trade on. So all the USD pairs, so everything that has USD in it, if you focus on DXY specifically, you notice that there's a trend on DXY. It will reflect on the other pairs. So if the DXY is going up, so everything against the DXY, so GU and EU will go down, and USD will go down. But if DXY is going down, you do the opposite on the other ones. So you're going up. So it will be a buy for GU or USD and USD and all of those that has USD in it. So let's continue. Euro yen did a big sharp here, right at Asian. So let me go back on the news calendar and see exactly what happened around that time. If there was any news, let me go back on yesterday's. 9, 10, 9, 4. Well, that move was really out of nowhere. Really out of nowhere. No indication of any news at that point. Maybe there's some news in regards to anything that is around the world, so that may have affected the market here. So we'll see exactly what's up on that. J did the same thing, so they did a sharp downward, and now it started to go up. Euro CAD going down here since Asian, it was going down. Platinum started to short here. Oil is going up here. Then look at the over here, see exactly what's going up here. Now it is crashing right now, so most of the people here, I think, are gearing up to load on XRP. So the highest point here that was 111. The highest point here was let's see here. It was 110. Now it's 104. So big sharp down movement here on Bitcoin. Same thing on XRP. final leg here before they started to blast here. So if you wanted to buy in on XRP specifically, I think it's high. The last time the price was around that price was beginning of this month here in June 5th. So in June 5th it went up, now it's starting to go down. But I'm overall bullish here on XRP all day, every day. So go daily. See, we're in an actual flag here, so it's still a big bullish flag. So if you don't see the flag, I'll show you. So we put it from here to here. This point here. So this is the actual flag, as you can see. So we have multiple touch point here in the upside. So it's basically it's currently squeezing. Or you could do it the other way for this line to remove it. And you could do, if you want to know exactly the breakout, you put it from the bottom here. It's exactly touch points here. So I'm expecting the price to bounce around that around $2 and started to go up. I don't think they're gonna go lower. The lowest point here was right here. That was in April 7th. So I don't think they're gonna go down too much. Right? And finally, we have the in the market here, going bullish here, as you can see. I'm just gonna open here. So it is bullish right now. Perfect. So we're not going to be on Friday. We're not here that long. We're just waiting for that market to open, and we're going to look at the first 15-minute candle. That'll be it. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Always doing those lives on Friday. And we'll be back on Monday here for another session for sure. I do have an appointment on Monday with the eye doctor, so I don't know if I will get another injection in my eye. So yeah, we do have that finished because it's annoying to be to be injected some liquid in your eyes just to reduce the inflammation in the back of the retina. That's so I may have a surgery. Maybe Monday we'll know more about that, but that's pretty much it. Hey everyone. So let me check here. I just testing something here on my end. So let me look at your question. So what is your take on US30? So overall, I was bearish for the week. If you were on my previous slide, I was expecting to go short on all of the indices here this week. That's exactly what happened. So for now, it's go back here on US30. And, all right. So what you're seeing here is one of my custom indicator here. So I was overall bearish here because of this fair value gap that we had here that was created here since last week, the end of this last week. So we were consolidating here since the Monday, and I was waiting for a higher low, and the higher low was created right here. And when it did that, that was the final straw to go down. So overall, I'm still bearish here. Even next week, I'm bearish on the indices because we have a lot of room in the downside here in regards to the price action that was done since the last few weeks. So so I'm still going bearish here for that. All right, so I hope that that answers your question. So I'm gonna wait until market opens here in a few minutes. We're only going to be there until the first 15 minutes of the session. Usually on Fridays, I do not trade. I just look at the market and see exactly overall what happened and what to expect for the upcoming. I do have another session here on Monday at 9 a.m. So still be at the same time, 9 a.m. Unless we have some high impact news like CPI, PPI, or NFP. We'll start at 8:15, but next week will be at 9 a.m. So I will have the session Monday to Friday, and we have a London session here Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Hey Leon, I hope you have a great day. So we had a big sharp down movement here on the indices at Asian session. Didn't see any news that popped up, but overall I was bearish here for the week, and that's exactly what happened here based off of that previous fair value gap that was created here in last week in the market, and especially euro did went down quite much, and gold is shooting up like crazy here since the beginning of the week, as you can see. So so gold is doing its all-time high right now, 2.4K. But other than that, there's no other news. So yeah, if you want me to analyze any markets, guys, don't be shy. Just put it in the chat. I do the session here for you guys. So been looking at the charts here for the last 12 years, so I have a good grasp of what to expect, what to look at, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But overall, everyone had a great week here, and they were in the right way of the market overall. Been backtesting and setting up the automation here on my end for the automation. So still have a few tweaks to do, but in regards to the stop loss and take profit, but everything is working good here overall. So, and for anyone that is in my Discord group, I may do a video to explain exactly how it works. You won't have access to it because that will be the one that will be managing the accounts. So, but I will explain exactly how it works and everything, so you can see exactly the logic of it. And you can also implement that to your trading, manual trading too. So pretty simple. Just have to revise some few things in regards to the entry logic too, but everything is good. right, so still have less than 4 minutes left before market open. So as we do on our live, we're going to look at NASDAQ, see exactly what it wants to do. So we did have we were 50 from that swing high to that swing low. So we're at 50%, 61.8. And if we open high low, this is one of my other indicators here for resistance lines. We had a resistance line here. I'm just plotting lines here to see exactly some levels that price may go to. Okay, so close this out. So 61.8 at the previous level that was rated multiple times. And we do have support here that is currently a resistance line. The reason why I say that is because when a support line is broken in the downside, it switched to a resistance line. Right? That's always the way it is. So, and as you can see, it's right at a fib retracement here of 50%. And you have 61.8 here. That was a previous level too. So everything is aligned here. So what to expect here? We have two things. We could have a bounce back up of this, swing to this one, to a small fib, but that's the bigger fib. So if we put a small fib here from that swing low, again, to that swing high, so if we're going to go long, yeah, 50%, 61.8. But if it wants to bounce down, it needs to go the other way. So right now it's 9:30. So let's see exactly if price is going to react towards those levels that I plotted. So we do have a fib at the downside, but this was the bigger fib here off of the bigger swing. So that's 50%. 61.8 is up here, but I'm bullish here for the start of the market and waiting for a reaction, or maybe they will retrace and take out all of that down movement here that was done. I really don't know why it did that move that fast, but good for anyone that took that entry at that time. That was an Asian, so maybe most of you were not trading at all. So just made some adjustment here on the automation. The issue that we had here during the week is that the stop loss was too tight because the settings were not adjusted the right way. But everything is adjusted since today, so good. So as you can see here, it's trying to reach that 61.8, and now we have exhaustion here. All right, so let's see. Yeah, so for indices, I'm looking for bearish continuation, but it needs to take out some liquidity at the upside here because we do have a big fair gap here. So the game is really to fill out fair value gap before doing the move, right? So that's why for Nasdaq, this is exactly the play. So I was expecting to have the price go towards 61.8. And if we go on S&P 500, basically it's the exact same thing. So if we do a fib from the top to the bottom, if we're looking for a short, it'll be from here to here. All right. So it's already reached 61.8 and wanted to go towards this level here, but it seems to be shocking right now. So before that move to go down to be bearish here, it needs to back towards the fair value gap, a fib retracement before making the move. That's always the way that it's going to do. Always like that. All right. So I hope that answered your question, Leon, in regards to the price for SSP 500. So still bearish here, but there's still some bullish movement here in the upside in regards to the fib retracement and that fair value gap that was done. Yeah, exactly. So always look at the lower time frame, give you an indication exactly of what's going on. But sometimes, depending exactly on the indicator you're using, In that case, you're using Wyckoff AI, so it will give you the indication here of what's up. But every time that there's a big move up or down, price needs to retrace up for a sell, or it needs to retrace down for buy. So, for example, here I'm just going to put a line, a trade line. So, let's say you have the market that trades down, okay, and you want to have a continuation in the downside. Market will not go straight down, okay? If it does that, it needs to retrace at least to 50 or 61.8 of that move to get a push to the downside, right? So that means that it needs to go up here, more or less, right? And go down, all right? Same thing, go up, off of that move. Just gonna just do here, off of that move, and go down. So that's how market move, right? It's not a straight line. It needs to do this, this, this. All right. With my lines here. There you go. Always like that. All right, that's great, Leon. So you got it. You need to be more confident on your trading, Leon, because you have all the tools. You should be getting out of your drawdown and getting in profit right now, because your analysis is on point. So always look at the higher time frame to get an idea of what's going on. So go on the basically what you do. Let me tell you exactly the process, guys. Really simple, pretty simple. So let's gonna remove the drawings here. Remove the drawings. Perfect. All right, so let's start with we'll do an example on SSP 500. Okay, so I'll go on the weekly. So the weekly, this is the current week. All right, so it's closing as a doji right now. All right, or a shooting star. So next week, what I'm expecting is to go short. I'm still bearish here, even though we have a buy signal here on the Wyckoff AI. It needs to retrace. All right, but you could go on Go on the daily. Better to look at the daily here. All right. So as you can see, if you trade the ICT concept, you know about the order blocks. That's the only thing that I love with the ICT is the order block concept. So as you could see, if I put a line on top of here to here, I'm focusing on this candle here, that daily candle. Why? Because this is the last candle that was going down before that push up, right? You see? So based off of that, I'm looking at 50% of the candle body, so more or less here. Fifty percent of the candle body and a fib. I'll put a fib too. For this, if you wanted to take that retracement here, guys, that's the way you do it. All right. So you put a fib from the wick to wick, boom. As you can see, it went almost to that point. That's 100%, almost 100% of that retracement. So you would have the option to get in for a buy here to take out that retracement. All right. Close this out. But if you look in the eyesight, what's going on, you have bigger fibs, right? So the bigger fib is right here. Now we can confirm that this is a swing. Can you confirm that is a swing, right? It's a swing right now. It's swinging right now. Okay. So if I'm focusing on that move, we do have a big fair value gap that was created here off of the daily time frame. So we have a lot of liquidity in the downside right here. So price needs to go down. The last signal that we had on the daily was here for buy, so we're waiting for a sell. That's the reason why I'm telling you guys that I'm waiting for. I'm looking to go short here for this week. That was a weak plan because price already expended too much here, so it needs to retrace back down. So the first target here will be that last swing here of that move, and you have the bigger swing here. So you have two options. You could go straight down to that 50 or 61.8 at the downside here, or go on that small retracement here off of this last swing. All right. You're at you're at 7.7% of drawdown. That's on your from the next account, Leon. Okay, something that you're doing wrong. It makes no sense that you're at 7.7% of drawdown. Yeah, I understand harsh market condition, but you have to be selected on your trades. You need to make sure that you take A1 A1 setups. It seems that you are taking a lot of signals and you're taking a lot of signals on different time frame. I already explained, told you that before. Focus on one time frame and stick to it. So for now, I would tell you to not stop trading at all. Just focus on looking at the charts. Don't take a trade. Mark out the market and see exactly how you would take the trade and see exactly how it plays out. So in regards to automation, like I said, seems that didn't hear is I'm adjusting the stop loss take profit. So most of the trades that came in was good, but the issue was the stop loss was too tight, and like for example, we had that. I'm just gonna go back on the Nasdaq here, and I'll go on the 15. So we had you see that big drop down. The EA took it, but the issue is that since the stop loss was too tight, it stopped me out multiple times in the downside. So instead of making money, I was losing money at this. so I just realized that this morning. So yes, we did have some good results overall this week, but we were supposed to be like in big profit here overall this week. But instead, we in the negative because of the risk management. So the stop loss was not correctly put because when I quoted the EA, I thought I added I thought that when I quoted the stop loss and take profit mechanism, the settings when you go on the settings, there's a number that you have to put in. But in my head, I thought it was a percentage number, but it was not. It was a brick number because I'm using Renkos, so it's a brick number that I have to put in. So since I was putting a percentage, usually I risk less than 0.5% of a trade. That is normal, right? So I put 0.5, but instead the zero point 0.5 that I put that I thought it was a percentage, it was basically 0.5 of a brick size. So a brick size is pretty small. So I was basically risking half of a brick size. That's almost nothing. So that's why I was wondering why it was hitting my stop loss every time. But that was the reason why. If not, that move in the downside, the EA took it from the top. So I just made the tweak, and it's doing good now. So that's why you take the time to adjust and to look at what needs to be improved. It's not a coding issue. It's really a setting issue. So 216, 2165. So for example, right now the A took a buy uh, at, at that level here. Oh, I'm just gonna remove this. So he took the trade right here. Okay, so way before the market opened, he took a buy, and right now, I'm trying to show you guys where it's at right now. So it's at 400 $400, 400 and something. It was almost at 600, so now it's retracing a little bit. But now the stop loss and take profit is adjusted. So basically, how it works for the stop loss and take profit is that it's gonna trail the trade, and eventually, if let's say the price goes higher, it's gonna move that TP a little bit higher. So the base TP was uh, 4 bricks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's around here. Now it's moving in the upside. So when let's say the price retrace, it's gonna close the trade out. S&P 500 here, I think it's still go on the 50. The market bias is still bearish here off of the 15-minute chart. But like I said, it was supposed to go towards a fib retracement and will start to go down. So they may be done taking liquidity here at the top off of that fib retracement. So it should be going down here. Yeah, so it should be done taking liquidity at the upside. There is a solid. Okay, that's breaking the hole. Yeah, please set confirmation. Leon, that's why I'm testing everything. I know that. Nasdaq. All right. Yes. All right. Perfect. And for the automation, it will be starting on a low risk. So now it's going down. It's currently the price is under the VWAP. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Let's look at the VWAP. How I do that is have an indicator called the POC VWAP Discord. And I will adjust the settings. Let's see. Just gonna focus on the current VWAP. Put it in white. So it's still over the VWAP. It says P500. So US30 is up right now. So that means that it's going short, still bearish here. So really important to look at the VWAP here. So it's really one of the best things to look at. So make sure that you see the VWAP line. So we have the VWAP line here. So I changed the color by default, but from that default settings. But make sure that you see the VWAP. Show VWAP ends. You have the bands too, but you don't need that. It's only the line that I need. So the line will tell me exactly what's going on. So now it's moving down. So if you see, when you see price going under the VWAP right here, you see when it went down under the VWAP. If you see that under the VWAP and you have an alert or you have a confirmation that it's the price is going down, you take the trade. You don't think twice. So what I was explaining regarding to the automation is because of the stop loss that was too tight in regards to the brick size, it would have kept me on that trade from the top to the bottom. But since the stop loss was too tight, it cut me off, went back in, cut me off, went back in, cut me off, went back in, cut me off, went back in. So only with that move, I think we lost like $1,000 here. But we were be well in profit here, maybe 2 or 3 thousand easily. But it's all good. Uh, yes, there was. All right, thanks so much. Thanks so much. Thanks for this. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, make sure to like and share to my channel. I always do those live here every weekdays, guys, 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. until around 10. Yeah, we're going over right now, so it's all good. Good. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. And yeah, we're gonna look into it here. So US30, bearish here right now. So we went to that fib, right? What I explained you guys. So once again, we put the fib here from the top to the bottom. So remember, guys, if you're looking for a sell, always put your fib from that previous high, from the high to the low. Okay, the high to the low is for sell. Low to the high is for buy. Okay, always do that. High for the low is for a sell. Low to the buy is for a high, for a buy. All right. So US30 here, that was the actual move. We went to 50% of that move and started to go down. And always put your fib from wick to wick. Okay, so the highest point to the lowest point with including the wick, because this is the actual price action, the low that the price went to. So always does that. Let's look at NASDAQ. Is going down. still over the VWAP right now, so waiting for it to actually break it to get a sell. All right, so NASDAQ 61.8 to the dot here, to the T. Oops, that and price is same thing for S&P 500. I'm going to do another fib, do it again, so y'all can understand and make sure that it get into your head, because when you repeat, it's going to be second nature. All right. Didn't put in fib for 12 years, so at the beginning I didn't know exactly how fib worked, and now with practice, it identify exactly zones that price wants to go to and reject off to. And as you can see, it went to 61.8. Sometimes it's really on the T, or sometimes it could go a little bit higher than 61.8 or 50% and start to go down. Not all market is precise. Let's look at the German. German, pretty sure did the same thing, trading in within the VWAP right now. So German didn't went towards the retracement yet. Maybe it's sometimes they're not gonna go there at all, but 9 times out of 10 they're gonna do it. They're going to do it. All right, guys. So final round of questioning, guys. If you have any questions, it's your time. If not, we're going to close it out. I will continue working on my stuff afterwards. So if you have any questions, guys, it's the time. So I can analyze any market, indices, forex. And I'm using my own tools here to all what you're seeing here. The fib that is it's indicators that I created that give me some edge in the market. And always make sure to analyze your stuff, guys. Yeah, US30 is moving smoothly right now, so that's perfect. Yeah, I already, yeah, I think you missed it. I was already analyzing XRP earlier. Well, go back to it. So if we go on the higher time frame, XRP, you have to put it at least at to the 1 minute, the 1 hour. Sorry, I said 1 minute, 1 hour. So we were bearish here on XRP for a while. Now we have a, the the price went towards a support line. So if I open up uh, high low levels and I change my time frame to, it wasn't a daily. Let's see, put it on the 4 hour. Let's see, the last time that the price went towards that level in the past, you see exactly why it bounced off of there specifically. As you can see, you have two. When you see like two blue and reds levels here on the high low level indicator, it's a high probability that price there's a big resistance or support that is done between those prices. So as you can see, price rejected off of those levels and it's trading up. So overall, I'm not expecting the price to go lower than $2 on XRP for now, because we do have, yeah, so 206 to you see at 206, 209, 207, and 209. So 206, 207, and 209. So that's basically the low here for now. Not expecting to have the price going lower than that, because we do have a bull flag here. If I go on the daily, go on the daily. I already put an actual flag here for you guys. So still looking, it's still looking up to be a bullish flag right now. Just gonna close this out. So that's done. So still have a bullish flag. And I'm looking for it to bounce still above here. We do have some news on Monday in regards to XRP, Ripple. So the case may be done. So that'll be the final date to have the George Torres to have a verdict, because they were still doing paperwork with the settlement. So the settlement result should be done on Monday. And also Tuesday, next Tuesday, we have an ETF for Ripple that should be out, I think, or a future. I think it's an ETF. I'm pretty sure. So based on those two news, I'm expecting to have the price to go higher, to start to break out of that flag, retest the flag, and start to go up. So I'll keep the flag open, keep the flag on my chart here. I'm not gonna remove anything, so y'all can see exactly the results during the upcoming days to see exactly if we're going to go up. Perfect. So that answer your question, Leon? Exactly. So XRP is going up for sure. They have a partnership with USDC for the stablecoin. So the USDC stablecoin is right as of 2 days ago is uh, is using the XRPL. So the XRP ledger to use the transaction. So that way it's going to be faster than before. That means there will be a lot of liquidity that will be coming in on XRP. So right now the price is suppressed here for retailers, but in the back end there's the actual real price here. So when everything will be on and ready, the price will shock everyone for sure. All right. So that being said, guys, so we're gonna close it out. Thank you so much for being in on the live. Thank you for a great week so far. And we're gonna be coming back here next week for another session here with me, Trading Effects. So we'll get back to it on Monday and see exactly what's going on here in the market. So we should have a good week here. We also have the U.S. Rate. Hopefully, they're gonna cut the rates here next week. So that'll be on Wednesday, I think, with Chairman Powell speaking. So hopefully, we'll have the rate that will be cut, and that will basically increase the price of DXY and the stock market. If not, we may have some selling pressure still. So we'll see exactly how it's going to go. All right. So that being said, guys, I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk on Monday. All right. Peace. Have a great one.